Baby, you think I would have chose Judas? Judas? No, I wouldn't have chose Judas at all. Hey, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Behind the Highlight Reels. It's your girl, Therisa.
And I'm Cristal.
And today we are talking about friendships.
What's that saying? Sometimes your hater is your elevator?
Yeah. And not even trying to say, like, again, because not to say that, like, because I don't know what Judas' thoughts was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was about the money. But, like, I don't think that people were intentionally trying to hurt. Now, there was some people that have intentionally tried to hurt me, but I don't think overall the people that I chose to be my friend were intentionally trying to hurt me when they did. And it's sometimes you think about it, it's just how they reacted when they realized they were hurting me, if they took responsibility for it or not. But they also have elevated me in a point where, one, my eyes are more open with people who I share my life with. I'm more transparent. Even though I'm transparent now with everybody, I'll tell anybody anything type of thing. I'm still transparent. However, I'm more cautious with the way I handle telling different people different things. Because I'm waiting on the Lord to tell me certain things.
And vice versa too. Like, you know, because it's two sides to every relationship. It's two people. So we got to look at us too. Like, we learn from them. And like you said, like, they wasn't intentionally trying to. We do stuff to them too, and they might sometimes people be vocal and say, you know, you did this, and sometimes they're not. But it also helps you see yourself as a friend and see, like, okay, what am I try to live my life based off of, if I not to ask anybody for anything that I wouldn't do for them, right? And I do that for dating too. I'm just like, if I do this for you or do this for myself, then I have those same expectations for you. But what I'm learning from therapy, because it's not always good, right? She taught me that people are different. It's okay. Within your friendships, you define the expectation of what you guys can do, because you got to look at too their seasons, like Therisa was saying earlier, it's seasons in your life. There might be a time in your friendship where you're only able to give 20%. Yeah. And it might be a couple of months where you're only giving 20% and your friend is giving 80%. And then there's going to be a time where you're giving 100% and your friend is maybe giving 5%. And it's just all you're setting up. You need to define, like, your expectations in your friendship. Like, what do you need from each other? Have those conversations just like you do with a relationship. When people don't do it, you kind of meet somebody, you vibe with them. Oh, you cool, start hanging out. And then you get mad when they react a certain type of way that you would did something totally different or reacted totally different. It's just like, we got to have those conversations. We got to first have the empathy and realize that they have lives too. They're not always going to be able to show up how we want them to and when we want them to. And we just need to start sitting down in our friendships and be like, well, what kind of friend do you need from me? And what kind of capacity do you have in this space in your life for me?
Yeah. But we also got to understand that, and if we just have to split this episode up, we may have to. But we also got to understand that everybody is not a talker. Like, I want to talk everything out.
Me too.
And everybody's not like that. And we have to be okay with that. Like, we have the same way we got to be okay with maybe not having closure. We got to be okay with the fact that where you are saying, like, sit down and be like, hey, what's your capacity? Everybody ain't on that. You know what I'm saying? So they could be like, for what? Like, because I do have friends that are like that. It's just like, okay, so I probably could go and be like I talked to you about behind the highlight. Hey, what's your capacity? How much time can you give to this? Right? But if I go and talk to, like, Chanel, she may be like, girl, what? Like, what do you need? What is it? That type of thing. That doesn't mean that she's less of a friend and you're more of a friend, or that you're less of a friend and she's more. It's just everybody is different. And so, like, that's where you start to feel your friends out and know, okay, I may not have that specific conversation with Chanel. However, I know, okay, right now she got this, and this going on. She ain't gonna be able to do but so much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna call on her for those types of things.
Ooh, that's, you know what I'm saying?
But I'm gonna call on. I may call, like, for example, I think about this often. Emergency contacts. That is a big thing for me because I'm single and I don't have any kids either. And so, like, some people, when I think of emergency contact, I never know who to put. Because my parents don't even live in the same state. I still put them down, but they probably ain't gonna answer either. And if my mama answers, she gonna be like, what? Because she can't hear. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, who do I put down for emergency contact? But most of my friends don't answer the phone. Don't answer the phone, or like they doing something else. And so it's like, I don't want to put them down for emergency contact, even though they would know what to do. Yeah. I can't put them down because I know that they're busy and their lives don't depict emergency contact person. So I may have to put somebody else, and then they know the contact, such as you know what I'm saying. But that was a big thing that I had thought about for a while, especially now that I'm in Alabama again. That it was like, if I were to fall right now in my house, Coco can't call nobody. So who
gotta get you that medical alert?
Yeah.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
But no, for real though, because I was like, I don't talk to anybody on a consistent basis so that much that they would think it was weird that they can't get in touch with me. You know, I probably talk to Mallory. I talk to her every single day. But if I didn't talk to her one day, she probably wouldn't say, "Oh, that's weird that I can't get in touch with the rest of." She would probably be like, "Oh, she been busy today." But if now I do have people like, if they've called me 2 or 3 days in a row and they're like, "Now what's going on?" But I also have lots of my friends like you, Tequila, Chanel, some of the kids, like Zaya, which is Chanel's daughter, the youngest. Y'all have my location. Mallory has my location. So like, if I was stuck on the side of the road for some days or something, she would be like, "Oh, that looks weird."
And it says 4 days.
Yeah, like, so those are types of things. But I know my friends' capacities because we don't talk every single day. I probably talk to Mallory more than I talk to anybody every single day. You know what I'm saying? So she would probably be the first one to notice something. But like, she still would be like, "I'm busy." You know what I'm saying? Or like Angela, me and her Marco Polo every single day. But if I didn't, she would just be like, "Oh, she's busy." So it's interesting when I think about like those types of things when it comes to friendships. I'm like, "Oh, I can't wait to get a husband so I can have emergency contact for real."
And it's good, like you said, like we need to think too, not setting our friends up for failure. Because you made a perfect point. Because Marcus, I'm about to pick on you. So Marcus is my dog. That's my best friend too, and it's funny because one example, he was at church and I was the Easter Bunny, and all he had one job to walk me to the lobby, look at the time, tell me when 10 minutes has passed so I can go back and do praise and worship. This joker gets sidetracked, start running, talking to families. I'm in this big, you dressed up as,
I've been see, but you can't see anything.
And I'm looking like, where this nigga at?
And you look stupid with that big head doing all this.
Stupid.
Sometimes you turn and the head don't turn, so you just see the inside of the head.
I was already like having a moment because I put a little Easter Bunny outfit on backwards. Then I had no gloves, so I'm walking around here with this white outfit on, these black hands. So I'm trying to hide my hands from the kids so I don't scare them. So then but I know anything else. I had to, right then and there, I was pissed off in a moment, and then I was like, you know what? Why did I ask him to do that knowing he has ADD?
Yeah, like, and that's the same thing, like knowing your friend's strengths.
And not saying that he has ADD. I'm just saying, like, when it comes
he gonna
to church,
get out there distracted.
He gets easily distracted. And we had a conversation about it, and I told him, I was like, you got me anywhere else, but I know if I need you to do anything for me at church, do not ask you, because you get sidetracked. And if I do ask you and I get upset, I'm setting, like, it's like I'm setting you up,
that's not a strength
I know
of them.
It's not a strength. So it's like, you need to know your strengths of your friends and know your weaknesses, and that honestly will help save friendships too.
Being realistic about what your friends can and can't do, and I know we want people to exceed and be good and be better, but if that ain't their thing, that ain't their thing. You know what I'm saying? And if they're not even trying to improve in that thing, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, friend here, when we first started, I started working out, and I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go in the morning." So me and Tequila's we gonna get up at 5 and go, right? So she did. She got up at 5. I don't know how many times, but At first, that just was not your thing. I don't like the gym. I don't like working. I don't like the gym. So I had to be realistic. This ain't my friend we're gonna get up at 5, but tequila, we gonna get up at 5. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't put that on her. And the same thing, like we was just talking about before we press play, or record. You have friends that are gonna hold you accountable for certain things, and sometimes friends ain't. So if I want somebody that's gonna hold me accountable about food, I'm not gonna call Crystal. Cause we gonna eat. if I with Crystal, we gonna eat.
We do. Yes. I love food.
Yes. So that's what I'm like. I'm not gonna. But if I know I'm not trying to be held accountable for food, I'm gonna call her.
If I want something healthy, I'm gonna call Tequila because she eat grass.
Girl. No, she don't. I don't know why. No, Tequila. Okay, she gives the illusion that she eat grass. She go through phases though.
With me, it's always, let me get my water with my lime so I can alkaline it. And she wants her beet salads and all that other stuff. And I just be like, what's fried, deep fried, right.
That's why I said she go through these phases, baby, because she do eat healthy most of the time, but she eat the pristine stuff, like the types of breads that she eats and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
She'll eat something. She'll be like, this got lemon in it.
Right. So but that's Tequila. Like she out here trying to, what is it? Break apart every dish, and that's
type of white pepper with a hint of paprika.
Right. Yeah. And but the other part about friendships is what I love is they get on your nerves sometimes. There are certain parts that, like, some of your friends, like we were talking about knowing your friends and stuff, like they'll get on your nerves for certain things. I know I get on my friends' nerves, but there's like certain stuff where I'm like, I ain't gonna call her because she gonna aggravate me, or she gonna say such and such. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you don't do those things and you do. But again, back to what you said, knowing your friends, who they are, what they are, and the roles that they play in your life, and knowing your roles in their lives. Because, like, I may not be the friend that you want to call when you want to be held accountable for certain things. However, I am your friend when it comes to business.
Yeah.
Anything business.
You and Daquan is who I would call for, like, business, because I'm like finances. I'm like Daquan all day, and business. I'm like friend got so many business plans, and I love it though.
But I've had so many businesses. When I was a child, businesswoman was what I wanted to do. I wanted to be my own boss, and I've tried so many things. I've tried and failed, and I've tried and succeeded. And so I know a lot, and I better that master's degree. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot, and that's like a love language for me, like entrepreneurship, like, and provoking people to greatness. But again, there are certain things that I'm going to be great for, and certain things I'm not. Like, for example, my friend Mallory called me about something, depending on the space I'm in, the headspace I'm in. And I'm like, girl, because what you should have said is, at that time, I was not the friend that she needed. I was the friend that was going to egg her on. But then later on in the conversation, I could be the friend to be like, okay, so for real though, when you send this email, this is the types of things that you need to send. You need to document this. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I am that professional friend, but I'm going to sit with you. And it's funny because I seen this reel, and this girl was like, what I'm gonna do is pray. I'm gonna always pray. I ain't gonna give you what I would say, or I'm not gonna tell you none of my thoughts or whatever, because my thoughts don't matter. I'm gonna just always pray. So we're gonna pray, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yes, or yes, but, like, I am.
You're gonna tell you about yourself.
Yeah, too. Like, I'm the friend. I'm gonna pray you through something. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you want me to pray? Bet. Close your eyes. I don't even care if your eyes closed. Father, in the name, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and then now this is what you about to hear. This
because now, exactly.
Shout out to Kyra, because Kyra definitely my accountability friend.
Right.
She gonna be like,
and it depends on what state you're in when you get to me.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna pray first or be foolish with you first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there may be somebody that I'm gonna be like, no, girl, because what you should have did, and how dare, but that's okay. That's okay. You ready to pray? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or if you really need that prayer first, yeah, let me do it. But I'm also the friend that waits on the Lord to tell me certain things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I asked the Lord to show me how to handle specific situations, because I do have friends. Like, I have a friend, JD. I only talk to him when he needs something, and usually it's because he needs something important. And the same for him. When these Negroes done piss me off or something, I'll call him to kind of get me off the ledge, to have a man's perspective. And sometimes he'd be like, nope, leave him, that type of thing. But like, again, I don't hold him to the standards of like somebody that I expect to answer every single time.
Yeah.
But I hold him to what he is in my life for now. You know what I'm saying? Because even before, we used to date. JD and I dated probably like 7 years or whatever. And at that time, I held him to those standards. And then after we dated and we got friends and we were closer, it was still different standards. So like your standards in friendships can change based on your life circumstances and situations. Because I know my friends, they're going to have to be prepared for when I get married. Baby, go ahead, take me off the list for anything for a while, because we're going to be worshiping a lot. And so I don't know if I'm going to be answering any type of phone calls or any of those things. So like, but it's like, then later on after we, maybe we don't worship for 3 months straight or something, then we're going to chill out. So, okay, you can put me back on the list.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all want to go out to eat? That type of thing. But it's one of those things where understanding what you need, understanding what your friends need, and being able to support and provide for them, and understanding where their capacity lies, will keep you in good friendships.
So that was a perfect reflection and wrap up. So I hope y'all got it. And if you ain't, press rewind.
I know, right? So when we do it, just want to say, make sure y'all forgive yourselves, forgive your friends, even if you don't agree with what they did, even if you don't agree, even if you don't have closure, because we talked about closure a lot. You be all right.
Don't set them up for failure.
That's a good one. Yeah, that was a good one when you said that, because I don't be thinking about that. But yeah, don't set your friends up for failure. If you know they're not good in a certain area, why is you trying to count on them in that area?
Yep.
You know they don't do math.
And it's okay to grow apart.
Because this one, I know, don't give her nothing. Don't ask her for no directions.
Hold on now. Because baby, you had one job. First, we were in Japan.
No, not that one.
Oh.
See that I had forgot about them. You had one job, one with the Kikis, remember? And I said, Cristal, I'm driving. Here, find a number of Kikis so I can go ahead and order my breakfast.
In my defense, when you Google something, it puts the closest restaurant to you. We were in the vicinity of where that restaurant was. I didn't realize there was another one across yonder. So that wasn't my fault. That was Google's fault.
Friend had one job.
That was Google's fault.
And she
y'all tell us in the comments, is it my fault that Google put the restaurant that was further away at the top when we was in the vicinity of the actual
She should have double checked, because I know who food didn't get to the wrong place.
But let me tell you something. See, because I had a special place. My place wasn't no franchise place, and they had to.
Oh, they don't have multiple ones?
I don't know. See, we was in Nashville. I don't know nothing about them restaurants in Nashville.
Me neither. But I had one job.
See how her set me up for them.
She had one job, and I was driving, trying to get us to our locations
because I had to go to the airport.
So this will happen, y'all. So I said, friend, can you find the number of Kikis so that I can call them and place my order for pickup? So she got hers. What was it, Milk and Honey? So she got from Milk and Honey. She ordered hers from the right place. And so
it was
she had me the phone back with the number, so I called, placed my order, and everything. So then I was gonna go to Kiki's to pick mine up first, and then come back to Milk and Honey because hers is gonna take a little bit longer. And so we on the way. She was like, "Oh no, there you go, friend." So I pulled over across everybody, and it was Milk and Honey. So then I'm like, okay, so we ordered her Milk and Honey. So friend come back with all her little stuff in the car, and I'm like, "Ooh, it's about to be ready for Kiki's." We go down the street to Kiki's, and I walk in already aggravated because I'm hungry. Okay. And she in there just already start busting open plates.
I had to go to the airport.
So I walk in and I'm like, yeah, a to-go order for Therisa. And they were like, Therisa, a to-go order? And we done had a to-go order. Now, mind you, there's this man. I don't know who he was. He was a rapper.
That monkey.
Yes, there was this black guy in there. He was a rapper, he said, and he had this little baby monkey. I don't know if it was a baby. I think he said it was a baby.
Yeah.
But it's like a little monkey. And when I say a monkey, like an animal. Mm-hmm. And he was just holding it, everybody, oh, look at the monkey. Just doing all this. They're just excited to see the monkey, petting the monkey and everything. And I'm like, Therisa, did you see my to-go order? And they're like, no. And I'm looking at the phone and I'm like, yeah, I just called in and at this number. And I showed her number. She was like, that's not our number. And she says, that's the number to the other one in Tennessee. And I was like, friend had one job. So I had to call them. They had an attitude that I had placed this order. And they was like, yeah, it's sitting right here ready. And I was like, I'm not going to be able to come get it. I just placed a new order. And she was like very rude to me. I understand she was upset, and I apologize. The Kiki's in the other version of Tennessee, Kiki's downtown by Mick and Honey, that was good though. Mm-hmm. And so it was just a lot going on, and I didn't have no food, and I was hungry. But friend had one job, and I was like, I'm not gonna fuss at her.
Who thought it was
right, and that's probably why. So we haven't had no disagreements like that because I've been like, I ain't gonna fuss at friend. She ain't seen that side of me yet.
Look, friend talk back.
Right. Okay. And I'm like, she had one job. I was hungry. And I had my heart set.
We went to the gym.
Yes. And I had my heart set for.
But you still got your food though.
It wasn't right. It wasn't right.
I didn't know that part because I was going. I was on my flight.
Yeah, and then friend, when I got back, after I called to tell her that the stuff was wrong, she didn't even offer. Now, mind you, she done finished eating. She, picking teeth and everything. She didn't even offer to drive back or nothing. So I'm like hungry. I got to put my food in the back and drive back. Then we get there, and I let her go upstairs to get the stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna just eat in the car. I'm gonna wait. And that's why I came up there because I opened the stuff and it was wrong. My stuff was wrong, and so I was just aggravated. And then it was not.
Well, see, now I know when the next time offer to drive. See, I didn't know.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. So we move into friends quick because it just came out of nowhere. We just clicked, right? Mm-hmm. But there are certain things that like you go through experiences with friends, so you learn different people and you learn like how they are in certain situations. Like, for example, Kiki, she know how I am with certain situations. She know when to leave me alone and when to be able to talk to me. So she done kind of already, she done get, because me and Tequila been friends for years. Mm-hmm. She done gauge when oh shit, this ain't the time. Sorry, Jesus. This ain't the time to come talk to her. That type of thing. And then she'll know when it's like, okay, cool. Let me tell you about Langston. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So she's learned that. Same thing with Chanel. Like, so it's like, we haven't had to have those experiences yet because like the times where we've had those experiences where I've been annoyed has only been like we've been like when we was in Japan, I was annoyed because there was a lot going on and she had us out here about to get taken on day one.
And we did not. He was.
We
friendly.
Didn't know he was. But you don't go to no foreign country and
he was an Uber driver.
She don't know that.
I do.
She didn't know that from the beginning. So their Ubers wasn't like our Ubers either. Yeah. Like there was no sign or nothing. Everybody got them vans that they had. Mm-hmm. So like I was like immediately like, I know this.
I listened to the Holy Spirit, my discernment, but he was.
I wasn't trusting her discernment because she was excited too. She was just like a candy.
We talked the whole time though.
They did, and I was up like this, translating everything just in case, especially when he got on the phone, because I was like, I ain't gonna be taking another country. but you go through stuff and you learn each other, and honestly, those are the moments that like I may have been like frustrated in the moment, just because I was like, if we get taken, ain't nobody over here to help us. I couldn't bring my firearm over here, so like it did. Everybody else was so knocked out, sleep. Just sleep, and I'm like,
but I'm in the front.
You're not even paying attention, and she over
here. We talking about food.
And food, what food she be going to? I'm like, oh, she is the perfect candidate, the perfect one.
Oh Lord!
But so it's like one of those things. But again, you know, sometimes you got to be the voice of reason for people. Same thing for her.
I made good connection.
She be having to be the voice of reason for some of the stuff where I be like, I'm about to flip.
Mm-hmm.
So
like in Nashville, how you was mad about your boss. I was like, friend, talk off the ledge.
She did, because I was like, I'm about to go down there and cut that. Yeah, I was ready.
Because one thing about me, I don't argue. Like, I used to, but I don't do it anymore. I wasn't
going to
argue with you.
I wasn't going to argue. I was going to say some words.
Yeah.
Didn't expect him to say nothing back after I was done. But you need, again, you have, you know, friends and you know people and who to call on. And I think God puts us in each other's lives for certain reasons. Because sometimes you need somebody to bring you back down, baby. Just chill out for a minute. And then sometimes I'm like,
Yep, like I'm trying to keep trying to wrap this up so I can eat this pork chop biscuit.
Oh, I forgot, girl. Okay, so let me wrap it up. See, that food. That's what I'm saying. Okay, food. So in summary, choose your friends wisely, talk to the Lord, and don't expect too much. All right, shout outs.
Yes, shout out. So shout out to God is Dope. The clothing line God is Dope. This says, what does it say, friend?
If blessed was a person.
Yes. So really dope Christian apparel line. So definitely check them out. Shout out to God. And since we talked about friends, I'm just gonna shout out my friends. I'm just saying fast because I got a good amount. Therisa, Tequila, Marcus, Kyra, Mika, Ashley, Daquan, Taylor, Alberto, Debbie, Shawnee, Cliff, Misha, another Misha, because you know my sister, you know, she's my little friend too. Prayer, my other sister. What's my friend list? You know what? Maybe I shouldn't do this.
I know. I was like, I ain't gonna do that.
They're gonna be like, "How you forget me? Y'all charge it to my head, not to my heart." Yeah, but the rest of y'all know exactly who y'all are. I'm just drawing a blank right now. I'm sorry, y'all.
So I'm gonna say shout out to the Lord, okay, for actually answering my prayer for divine friendships and connections. And I will say that has gotten me through. And then I'm not calling out my friends. You know who you are. And y'all will see, because we're going to do something special for my birthday. So y'all will see some of my friend group as well. But shout out to all of my friends for holding me down in the specific areas that you hold me down in. Even the ones that are my best friends that I call family, and then my family who are my friends, and then the ones that are my acquaintances as well, because I need y'all to. And then shout out to this shirt, Made to Worship, Psalm 95 and 1, came from Shein again. Shein.
She the plug.
Yes. Okay. So shout out to them. I ain't got no earrings in this time. My ears hurt. But yes. Other than that, shout out to y'all for being our new friends and acquaintances.
Talk to us in the comments,
right?
Yeah,
because I want to know about y'all friendships, right? And y'all do be quiet. I'm gonna need y'all to do better, friend. I'm gonna need you to do better. But yeah, because we want to know how y'all friendships be, and y'all friend origin stories. Do y'all have friend origin stories like ours, the foolishness or what? And then other than that, we didn't do no Bible verses. We had some. We did have some for friendships. I don't know where they went. We're gonna give y'all some anchor verses though, because the Lord say have friends, and He's created community for a reason. Okay. And in conclusion, did you pray?
I did.
Okay. Father, we thank you for answering prayers for friendship. We thank you for giving us community, God. Anybody that is at the sound of my voice that does not have a community, God, I ask that you would give them your divine connections and your divine community, Lord. We rebuke any attacks that the enemy may have to give them anybody or bring them anybody in their lives to distract them, God. We ask that you would give these people discernment to know who is somebody that is God sent versus who is somebody that the enemy sent to be a counterfeit, God. We thank you for all that you are doing, God, in our lives, and we just praise you and bless your name for doing the things that you are doing in our lives and bringing us friends that, as your word says, iron sharpens iron, that can sharpen us and make us be held accountable and be the person or the people that you would call us to be, God. We thank you, we praise your name, and we bless you, Lord. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
Pork chop sandwich, here I come.
Can we say bye before you get on up?
I thought we was done.
Bye.
And she ain't gonna cut it out. Y'all about to see it. Okay. So catch y'all in the next episode. Bye. I'm like, dang. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna leave it. That was so big. That was exciting too.